And even this appointment with Maresca, Mascara, whoever he is. Who the fuck is he? He's nobody. You should have appointed Mourinho, Conte, Ancelotti, somebody who had some sort of pedigree to make us go forward as a football club. Instead of that, we get some sort of Poundland Pep.
What? What the fuck?
No matter what your opinion about Enzo Maresca is, that guy won us 2 big trophies. The Conference League, the Club World Cup, and also qualified us for this year competition in the Champions League. This season, I mean. So, respect to Maresca, but it's not something that I will lose sleep over because he's been sacked. I supported him heavily in very, very difficult moment. I also criticized him fairly, telling the truth as it is, because I don't follow popular opinions. I just tell the truth. You like it or not, that's the way I am. The new manager is going to be criticized fairly and also praised when he does something good. That is me. Because I've seen so many people online now starting supporting Maresca because he's been sacked, and the popular opinion is that you have now to support Maresca and be against the owners and the sporting directors so people can love you. I've seen even Rory Jennings making videos supporting how Maresca, how this is disastrous, but this guy been 24/7 calling out on Maresca. But now, because the trending topic is attack the sporting directors and the owners and praise Maresca, and you're gonna get a lot of views and you're gonna make a lot of money making those videos. This is what people are jumping into. They are selling their soul to the devil because that's how they make their living, being dishonest. It is what it is.
The manager, Enzo Maresca, has just been sacked by Chelsea, and to be honest, I'm completely shocked, but I didn't see it coming. I know things of late haven't been how we would have liked. You can clearly see or hear or listen to the manager's press conference to know that there's been tensions. I've had so many phone calls this morning after the news. Everyone expects me to know what's happening. I haven't got a clue what's happening. I'm not involved in the first team. I'm in the academy side. I don't know, but just my opinion from afar, there's clearly tensions from the manager and the owners, hence why they've come to this agreement or decision. But it's a big shock. Rewind 3-4 weeks ago, we were playing so well against Barcelona. The performance against Arsenal, how good it was. Fast forward 4 weeks to recent form and recent performances clearly haven't been good enough. I think, like the squad as well, the manager is inexperienced in himself. So I think coming into it always would have needed time to kind of get the job over the line. The boys are still really inexperienced as well. The manager's managing in the top flight for the first time as well. And listen, he's come out openly throughout the season talking about substitutions and how he's still learning and adapting. He's got things wrong at times. But I will say that there's always two sides to every story, and there must be stuff going on behind the scenes that I certainly don't know, but I just hear rumblings like everyone else does as well, and the rumours on the internet, on social media and stuff like that. So disappointed with the news. The manager's been sacked. Let me know your thoughts, who you want in as the next manager. Still loads to play for this season. Champions League, Carling Cup, all of that. So whoever comes in, it's happened in the past and we've managed to adapt and deal with it. And as players, you have to get on with it. And unfortunately, this is part of the process. So the players have to now step up, deal with it. But let me know your thoughts, Chelsea fans, who you want.
Yeah, it is what it is. This is Chelsea. That's what we've been for years. We always survive moment like this. Managers come and go. That is part of the process. You can make your own story that fit your narrative. It's okay. Blame whoever you want. The truth is, the decision is made. Maresca left Chelsea Football Club, and Chelsea Football Club will remain here forever when everybody is gone, including the new owners. So you choose to support your team, your club, or you follow Maresca and go support Manchester City. There is one aspect that nobody wanna mention this aspect here from David Austin, the Athletic, top of the top. All right, he said that Maresca been talking to Manchester City since October of this last year, and he told Chelsea twice in October, and after the game against Everton also he told them that I am going to leave. If Manchester City come calling, I am leaving you. I am going to coach them. How are you gonna feel? So Maresca made all this to have sympathy and support from the fans by blaming only the sporting directors, but there is always two sides to the story, just like John Terry said. But people just copy paste what is trending so they can make money, so they can be popular on social media. But there is a lot of stuff going on. Maresca changed his position after accepting to coach this team. Now he won 2 trophies. All of a sudden he became so arrogant and he doesn't want to do what he signed for. So it is what it is. I will support Chelsea Football Club and not an individual.
It's a Chelsea thing.
Okay, people, so tomorrow or today in your location, because here in Kentucky it's still 7:30 by the time of recording, PM of course, but it's already January the 2nd somewhere. So the press conference is going to be this guy, Callum McFarlane. McFarlane is the guy that will take charge of Chelsea temporarily while Chelsea is still looking for the new manager. I was thinking that John Terry is going to be part of the staff, but you heard that he's not involved at all. And it's going to be this guy from the academy who is going to be the coach. So we're going to try to listen to him religiously on Friday. And I will make a video about my preview and tell you what I think. All this guy has to do is reverse psychology. All right, it's impossible to like make a system in 24 hours and go play against Manchester City, who, by the way, drew against Sunderland. Sunderland beat Chelsea. Sunderland drew against Arsenal. Sunderland just drew against Manchester City. And on Sunday, Manchester City are going to try everything to beat Chelsea. But the manager change can be a positive thing for Chelsea. Reverse psychology, just play players in their position. I don't want to see inverting stupidity, right? 4-3-3, keep it simple, compact in the midfield.
It's a Chelsea thing.
We have just to be very organized. Even if we go 3 at the back, I'm not going to be opposed to. We have to be strong defensively, and the midfield is going to win or lose us the game. Caicedo is not going to be there. So you don't have to do much, bro, because people were tired of one-dimensional, repeating the things that they don't understand. Too complicated. All this guy has to do is just tell players, hey, have some freedom. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. You are a left back, play as a left back. You are a midfielder, be a midfielder and supply your attacker. You deal up, be in the middle. You're going to have enough balls popping from your wingers or your fullbacks or whatever system we're going to play. You're going to score goals. Be just very, very physical here. That's it.
It's a Chelsea thing.
All right, my people. So let's now jump to who is going to replace Enzo Maresca. So this is what Enzo Maresca said when he took over at Chelsea Football Club, right? Because people tend to now pointing fingers and forget that Maresca was very happy about getting the job and about the project. And that's why he was so mean with people like Raheem Sterling. Get out, you know, my father is a fisherman. whatever, the sassy and playing players out of positions. He accepted all this, and nobody is gonna convince me that all of a sudden you abandon the ship in the middle of the sea.
Transfer talk. With the transfer market, are you heavily involved in that, or are you the type of coach who prefers to leave that to the sporting director?
To be honest, I don't think there is any manager in the world that is not involved in decision taker in terms of how can I set a player that doesn't fit the idea that I want to play. I think there is not manager in the world for that. I think that the right thing or the normal thing is that between the manager and the club there is an agreement for every player. This is in this case what's happened at Chelsea. No, it's I just communicate the players that I like and the players that I don't like.
Transfer talk. With the
All right, so it is what it is, my people. You make your whatever theory you want, but Maresca is the guy who wanted Delap. Maresca is the one who didn't want Joao Felix, who he's not giving a chance to Hato, who is not playing Anselmino, Mamadou Sarr, and all the players that we have. He's the guy who doesn't trust the players from the bench. He's the guy who just refused to work with. He just have a set of players that he trusts, and out of those players, nobody else. So, man, I don't know what to say. Some Chelsea fans were suggesting somebody like De Zerbi, but I think De Zerbi is the same and even worse than Maresca in terms of coming out in public, criticizing players and criticizing the ownership and whatever. He's an angry guy too. That guy, De Zerbi. So forget about him because they are the same, but he's even worse. And he plays also almost similar football as Maresca, the football that I don't want to see at Chelsea Football Club anymore.
We are same, but different. But still same.
Yeah, that is that is Enzo Maresca. And so what is going to be your choice, my people, between Liam, Rosenior and Cesc Fabregas. People talked about Iraola, I don't know, the guy from Bournemouth, and also the guy from Crystal Palace, Oliver Glasner. There are so many names going on in the community. Who would you like to see at Chelsea Football Club? So we have a lot of stuff, a lot of report from everywhere, but my friend, you believe on what you want to believe. Let this settle, and the truth is going to come out slowly and surely. So Amapiano looks like he's the guy. Amapiano, I'm talking about Strasbourg manager here, because the dressing room at Strasbourg is amazing, dancing and having good time. But at Chelsea, it's going to be different. Rosenior is coming with Emega already, but I would like him to bring somebody like Panicelli. Panicelli is the real number 9 that Chelsea needs. So hopefully he can bring also him at Chelsea Football Club. He's a prospect young manager. I just don't think that he's going to be ready for Chelsea at the moment. I'm not saying no before you interpret and start calling me names. What I'm saying is I don't really believe that he's ready for Chelsea. I think it's going to be a good thing to let him develop at Strasbourg at least for 1 or 2 more years. And in the meantime, we hire somebody like Oliver Glasner, who is going to be amazing because that guy got a lot of experience. But whatever decision it is, we're going to accept, support the new manager, and also criticize him fairly. I'm not a fanboy of anybody. I'm not in the cult of any manager or any player. Enzo Maresca dropped his hint about not believing in the backup players. That's also the problem. How many minutes Strasbourg captain Andre Santos has on the pitch this season. It's always when Caicedo is like got the red card or he's injured or something, but the development is not done only when another player is injured. The development is done when that player is fit and you put competition against that player. But Maresca already chose his starting 11 and anybody else is going to struggle to even get a minute. So don't tell me that all of a sudden the entire team here is bad. Santos, captain of Strasbourg. Hato, captain of Ajax. Renato Vega, absolutely beast. Look at his games in La Liga right now. You refuse to play him because apparently, because he wanted to go on loan, so you don't come back here. Who do you think you are? All right? And then Raheem Sterling, even though he's not the player that he used to be, you took the shirt away from him. You say horrible, horrible things against him in the media. My friend, we are human beings. You have to know how to treat other human beings. Maresca management, attitude, press conferences, he's so toxic. Let's be honest here. I think Andre Santos is going to really enjoy if Liam Rosenior joined Chelsea Football Club, because he put him captain at Strasbourg and he trusts him a lot. So people been giving all kind of analysis about Rosenior's system at Chelsea. I think it's going to be fine. I'm not really totally convinced about him right now, but if we get him at Chelsea Football Club, he will get 100% of my support. But at the moment, I am a little bit confused.
Now, if Liam Rosenior came to Chelsea, this is what he would do. And ladies and gentlemen, it's the birth of Andre Santos. Having worked with him before at Strasbourg, this is his moment to shine. And I must highlight, in the January transfer window, these two positions absolutely must be addressed, because there's no way that this centre-back partnership is consistent, solid enough to guarantee Chelsea solid defensive performances. I have a feeling after speaking to him on the phone, not true by the way, Caicedo, Santos and Enzo as that midfield three, really comfortable at keeping the ball, and especially Caicedo and Santos really good at winning the ball back and covering large spaces, and that will really help Chelsea in transition. And then that front three could be narrow, could be wider as well, should be able to cause a lot of defensive problems. It could be a back three like this in build-up, Chalobah, Fofana go wider. As Sanchez steps and looks for a pass, you have Cucurella and James really hugging the touchline, which opens up more space for Santos to roam and drop into these spaces here between centre-back and full-back. Same thing with Enzo, as he likes to do, drop into the left side in between Chalobah and Cucurella, which will push Cucurella higher. If Enzo was to receive the ball on his left foot, which is his back foot, he's able to drive, push Cucurella higher, and then Pedro can play in the pocket. Palmer can play in the pocket, Pedro can go up top. Caicedo's central as an option. Santos could drift across, Esteval could go out wide, and this space, guess who could fill it up? It's Reece James, but not too early. If the ball is going to be switched, which is very important, that's when Reece James fills up that space. If it's not going to be switched, Reece James can just tuck in with Fofana and Chalobah to create that rest defense structure as Chelsea look to build further up the pitch. It would be more effective if Reece James enters this space to receive the ball on the back foot on the half turn, then Esteval's here, Palmer's here, and we know about Reece James' crossing ability. He would be able to find João Pedro with these types of passes. And Reece James, we know he can play in midfield, so he's got that mindset to comfortably keep the ball, to comfortably circulate possession. And that's what Rosenior is all about. Palmer drifts across, drops into this pocket on the back foot, Pedro's making this run, Esteval's making this run, and then it's about being direct, being proactive in the final third. And then out of possession, there are games where they've gone into a back five. So perfect scenario for Caicedo to literally drop in either side of Chalobah, Fofana, Reece James, Cucurella, Santos and Enzo, and then Palmer, Pedro, Esteval as your front three. And then with Caicedo dropping in, it allows Chalobah to dominate this area, it allows Fofana to dominate this area, and this allows Cucurella and James to really be aggressive and press further up the pitch. Enzo doesn't really have that same level of tenacity and ball recoveries as Santos. That's football, isn't it? It's about adapting the system to maximize your plays as much as possible. So for example, it could be Caicedo and Santos here. Enzo stays in that left centre midfield position and they just defend in that 4-4-2 diamond. We see it a lot in the Premier League. Teams press in the 4-4-2 diamond, so that could be an option as well. The truth is, we just don't know exactly what Rosenior will do. But this is just a theory. Looking at how he set up Strasbourg, looking at the success he's had so far, he's adapted, he's tweaked the system constantly from the start and in game as well. Dropping your thoughts in the comments below on